Brittany from Imagine This, an art and music studio for both adults and children. Today we are going to be going over Art 3's lesson over imagination and working from memory. So first off, we're going to go over what we need for this lesson, and you should have most of these items lying around your house. What we need first is a piece of paper, a pencil, which is a very handy tool to have, and then I will be using Sharpies to show up on my piece of paper right here. They are not necessary, but if you want a little more contrast, you're free to use them. So drawing from imagination, I just want to say, is very different from drawing from a reality. With reality, you can look at an object and you know all the proportions of it just by looking at it, and you can visibly see the object you're drawing. With imagination, it's a lot more coming from your head and from your right side of your brain, your creative side. And this is where you can come up with all sorts of things like dragons and castles and all sorts of fun things that you normally wouldn't see right in front of you in person. So I'm going to share an experience with you that I had of drawing from memory. So I went to Walmart one day and I met this adorable old lady. This old lady was about my size, if not a bit smaller. And I'm just going to try and draw her as best as I can from my imagination. She is not here in the studio. I do not know this woman. She does not know me. We only met once because my husband crashed into her car at Walmart. So, this little old lady was behind her cart, and she had the cutest curly short hair. I'm just going to do quick drawings of this for you. She also wore a bright red beret. I remember this because red is my favorite color. Now, this was not the only thing that stood out about this cute old lady. She had a very bright red coat on as well. And it was a very, very long coat that nearly went down to her ankles. And underneath this coat, at least on her hands, she had bright white gloves. And they were very dainty, very well-made gloves. And now I think the coat was actually closed, so let me bring that in just a bit. But she wore bright green leggings and then nice big red boots. Now, drawing this from memory, I do it very loosely just to get the idea of it. Now, if I saw her right in front of me right now, I could probably get a lot more details. Like, her face is a little fuzzy to me, so I could interpret that any way I want to. I know she was an old lady. I could add wrinkles in, make her cheeks a little more rounded, maybe put a little crow's feet by her eyes that I'll make. But other than that, I don't have a picture of this woman. I did not sneak one. All I do have is a memory of her, which gives you a lot of liberty as an artist. Imagination is very important, which makes things a lot more creative and fun. So I want you to think of an item that you cherish. Maybe it's a stuffed animal you got when you were born, or maybe it's your favorite pet, favorite animal. I want you to think of it. I want you to try and think of how you would draw that animal. Now, as you notice, I use shapes a lot to construct things, and this is a really good way to get your ideas out clearly and quickly. So I highly suggest doing that first, building that with shapes in your mind. And now, what details do you remember about this item? I don't want you looking at it, so if it's right next to you, yeet it. Unless it's an animal, don't do that. I want you to do it from memory, from what you remember of it. Whether it's the little plush bear that you have on your bed, is there a tear in it from like when you were fighting with your brother? Or are there little buttons for its eyes? Does it have a special sort of texture to it? I want you to really try and remember as much detail as you can. Now from life, I could just look at it and be like, oh yeah, it's there. But from memory, you have more liberty and opportunity to make something unique or creative. So I just want you to think about that item. And if you can, I want you to try and draw that item from your memory, just like I kind of drew this old lady with that face. But I want you to really take time to think of and like just imagine it in your mind. Because it's actually quite the challenge, you'll realize, to draw something from memory. It's a very good exercise for artists to do. Now, we have another website that I would actually like you to do some exercises from. and it is called medium.com. This is an absolutely amazing resource And if you could, we would love it if you would do exercises 17, 18, along with tests 1 and 2. Tests 1 and 2, we are not grading you. That is not what we're about. We're all about helping you grow as an artist. These are just really good exercises that help develop your art style and help you understand how shapes contribute to actually making a figure. And overall, that's all I have to say today. So I hope you enjoy, and please follow the link below to go to those exercises, and have a good day.